Coach Wilson, I felt like just watching the game, it felt like you got off to a good start, and then at times you guys just kind of looked discombobulated and a little off of probably what you expected to do here in this first conference game.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I can't tell you what went wrong. I mean, I'm kind of like you. It was like, they weren't communicating with each other. Sometimes some of us were running one thing, some of us were running another, and it just led to bad shot after bad shot. And that we talked about it at halftime, that we've got to do a better job of communicating, and I don't know that we did.
We talked about in the pregame interview communication and chemistry and how important that was. I didn't feel like the chemistry was there in this game today, and that's something you worked very hard on.
It is. This is a tough team. We've got a lot of talent, but we are probably the definition of chemistry beats talent any day.
Sure.
That's the definition of our team. And one thing I told them before we started the game, that potential is just potential until you actually start using it. If
Sure.
It's just potential, we have the potential to be a really good team, but it's just potential until we start playing on it.
And it seemed like one of those games where, every time you get a little something going on offense, they had an answer for it on the other end. And then when you were stopping them on defense, you guys couldn't get it going offensively. There was a number of different times where you had long stretches without buckets. It's a hard thing to fix inside a game, and especially when you can't get those things going. Moving forward, how do you begin to try and fix those things? Because you got another one coming up quickly on Saturday.
I think it's just going to be a matter of us continuing to watch film, continuing to see that when we are playing together, when we are actually running the offense and doing all on the same page, that we're successful. And we can't get tired of doing that. I mean, you saw early, we were scoring at will.
Sure.
I mean, every possession, we either got it inside, or when they started dropping, we hit a couple threes. And, we just can't get tired of doing it right. I don't know. Like I said, watching the game, I don't know. I would have to watch film and see at what point and why
Sure.
we started doing something different.
As you look ahead to the game with Cameron, on Saturday, what do you guys need to do? Are there positives, some things that you like from this game that you can carry on? I know a lot of times when you have a rough game like this, coaches don't always like to point out all the negatives. They want to pick a positive and have both sides to it as well. What did you think at times you did well during this game?
I never felt like I felt like we were out of it, or the team felt like we were out of it. They continued to battle, and that's something you want to see in your team. And it was a really physical game, and it's just different. It's really hard to adjust when everything is that physical, and I honestly right now I'm struggling to find a positive.
All right. Well, Coach, we thank you for taking the time after the game to come and visit with us, and we look forward to talking to you again Saturday. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Byron.